Welcome, listeners, to another episode of the show. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. All right, welcome, everybody. Welcome, all my listeners, new and old. All right, so let's get into this episode's top topic, which is going to be books allegedly tossed in the trash at a New York City school sparks an investigation. Why? Why would this spark an investigation? I don't know. All right, but as always, I'm going to let Sarah, my AI, report the story, and I'm going to get right back to you and give you my view and my opinion on it. So, uh, hit that air horn for Sarah, y'all. All right, hit it. Let's get into it.
The New York City Department of Education is investigating claims that hundreds of new books, many that were about people of color and LGBTQ identities, were thrown in the trash at a Staten Island school after the NYC news outlet The Gothamist first reported the discovery. The outlet reported that several of the discarded books, found at PS 55 the Henry M. Boehm School, had notes written on them potentially citing reasons for their removal. For example, a book about Native American history called We Are Still Here had a note that read, negative slant on white people. While a note on the immigration story, My Two Border Towns, read, Our country has no room and it's not fair. According to The Gothamist, the outlet stated that another book thrown out was about singer and activist Nina Simone, which had a note that read, This is about how black people were treated poorly but overcame it. Can go both ways. The news could not independently verify this information. In a statement to the department stated it is conducting an investigation to understand what happened in this situation. Our public schools do not shy away from books that teach students about the diverse people and communities that make up the fabric of our society. A Department of Education spokesperson said, We do not condone the messages found on these books. According to a department spokesperson, PS 55 school leadership has said it will ensure that policies and procedures will be followed in the future related to discarded books or other material. Libraries and schools across the country are facing a growing battle over book banning efforts. According to recently released data from the American Library Association, about 47% of the titles targeted last year were by or about people of color or the LGBTQ community. The data showed the ALA recorded a record-breaking total of 4,240 unique book titles targeted for removal or restriction in schools and libraries in 2023, topping the previous record of 2,571 unique titles in 2022. Many of the efforts to target books came from politicized groups or individuals demanding the censorship of multiple titles, often dozens or hundreds at a time, which drove the surge in book challenges. The ALA said, Should a parent feel concerned about the literature in their child's classroom, they are encouraged to reach out to the teacher, principal, or superintendent, said the department. If a parent chooses to move forward with challenging a book, a materials evaluation committee is formed to review and evaluate the book. PS 55 school officials have not yet responded to ABC News requests for comment.
Wow. All right, let's get into this. Drop my bomb. All right, folks. I am sorry for my voice. Ed said my voice sounds kind of funny. I'm sorry for my voice. I am still dealing with a cold, but I am still out here. I'm still doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still doing what I do. Cold or no cold, I'm still going to do what I do. All right. So let me give you my view and my opinion on this particular topic. All right. I'm going to say this. I think the school, and I want to thank, where did this happen again? This brings us to Staten Island. I think the school, I think they were right in what they did. I think they were right in what they did. I don't think this type of content needs to be presented to our children. I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, and I would even say this to a school board or anything like that. We all try to prevent our children. For those who are parents, I don't know how many of my listeners are parents, but for those who are, we all try to prevent our children from certain things. We all try to prevent them from being exploited to certain things. And how is it that these school boards think that this is okay? I don't understand that. I'm telling it dumbfounds me
Bruh.
because they would not put, and this is what it is with these people, they would not put their own kids in these facilities. The facilities that they're trying to push these things out are not in the facilities that they kids or their children or anybody. I'm dead set, and you could go down the line. Check the government. Go down the line. Okay? Go down the line. All right?
Bruh.
No, I'm being serious. Go down the line. None of them. None of them are going to schools that are teaching these things. Like we gotta peep game. They are trying to push these things in minority neighborhoods where people do not want this type of teaching. They don't want these type of teachings in their neighborhood. It's bad enough, and I'm not going to say that it's bad enough, but it's just that we have to deal with walking around with some of this stuff, and then we're trying to put it on our children. This is where the problem comes. If you an adult, it's just to me, because this is my opinion. If you're an adult, that's up to you. If that's how you choose to live your lifestyle, I don't see no problem with it. That's your choice. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's between you, whoever, and God. You know what I mean? But as a child, no. As a child, no. No.
Bruh.
I don't think you need to be exposed to these type of things. I don't need you. I don't think any child should be exposed to these type of things. And in my opinion, and I know a lot of people is gonna they're gonna bash me for this and whatever. If you are trying to introduce a child to that, you're trying to groom them for something. That's just in my opinion. In my opinion,
Bruh.
that's grooming. It's grooming. It's no different than what these people teach in school. It's no different than that. I mean, do they really teach American history in school?
Bruh.
Come on, let's be honest. Did Columbus really discover America?
Bruh.
When you're 10, you think that. Okay, when you in your 30s, you find out a different story. You understand?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. So, I mean, come on. Let's just be honest, people. Let's just be honest. So, to me, I think this person, that's whoever this principal was, I think she deserved a raise. That's what I think. I think she should get a promotion. They should probably promote her to like one of the school board, the sign. Drop a bomb for this lady. Let's drop a bomb for her. For whoever the principal is of this school. I'm assuming it's a lady, but whoever the principal of the school is, let's drop a bomb for that person for doing what they thought was right to protect the youth in their school district, in their school. So kudos to you. Okay. You want to read a comment? I'm ready to get up out of here. But you want to read a comment because I'm done with this. I'm saying I'm done with it because who is going to vote against that? All my listeners, who votes against that? Hit me up in the comments. And who think transgender and Alphabet City content should be in schools? Who thinks that these racial content? Because I already told y'all how I feel about the color thing, like black and white. I mean, these are colors. These are. I'm not even gonna go into it on this one, but I already told y'all how I feel about that one. So who am I listening to? How do y'all feel about that? What do y'all think about this situation? Do y'all really think these should be put in schools? Do you think LBGT content should be put in schools? We have them in stores. Do you think that they should be put in schools? Do you really do? Really?
Bruh.
Hit me up in the comments. All right, I am done with this. I'm done with this, Ed. I'm done with this, Ed. Take me out. Take me out. All right, listen. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, y'all already know what to do. All the links and everything are right there on your screen. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that share button, and also feel free to leave a comment. Um, leave a comment there so I could check it out. You know what I mean? Leave a comment there. All right, I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me, and I so appreciate that. Ed, if you keep talking about my voice, I can hear you. Like, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. Anyway, all my listeners, stay blessed and not stressed like this Caucasian is doing me right now. Okay? Thank you. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. I so appreciate that. Um, until next episode, folks, I see you guys later.